offline.
The stream is dead.
There we go.
That's true. Okay, we're back now. Good, it seems we're back. Nice. Anyway, good. What was the last thing? I asked if you were a witcher, you told me.
I told you, I am indeed, Kevin.
Yes.
I am a witcher.
I was like, oh well.
You should be happy.
Oh.
I'm very acclimated to these kind of surroundings.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Is there something wrong, Kevin?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
It's very clearly not fine. If there's a problem, we would have you get it out in the open now. Save
No.
us.
It's fine. I'll do my job. Don't worry.
But it seems like you at least heard of a few rumors, which is why you had this reaction. So maybe you can explain us what exactly has happened in the town that has led to this hatred of witches.
Yes. There have been rumors about like a death threat. That's all I've heard.
A death threat?
Yes.
By who?
The mayor has been threatened by a cat witcher, as far as I heard.
By what?
A cat witcher.
A cat?
A cat. Like the cat.
School of the cats.
Ah.
I don't know what that
it
means. I just heard it.
What did you say, Helga?
What what school are you from, Duke?
That is my school, indeed.
What a coincidence.
Yeah, indeed.
You are a cat?
I am a cat, but no need to be scared. I did talk to the mayor, and not in a threatening way, but we had a discussion, and it seems like we were free to go in the end.
Let's go on.
Please lead the way.
Yes.
Kevin, you see a wee bit nervous, my friend. Would you like a beer?
No, it's fine. Let me just lead the way.
What a strange fella.
How old are you, Kevin?
Me? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm 17.
Do I have a gauge on how old that is for a dwarf? Not very, right?
It's okay. It's like he's mature.
Okay.
He's no kid.
No kid.
So, okay, like you move on. Anything like while you're moving on, you see like you're entering the forest. You're leaving the street. You're entering the forest to the east, and you're moving away. And like while you move forward in the forest, there's a bit of fog which is coming up, and it's not very dark fog. Like you can see still everything, but the scenery gets a bit moody, and it's especially with like through the fog, like the trees look a bit more dangerous than they would look, for example, on a light day in sunlight, because the fog always reflects the light a bit, like in the shadows. It looks a bit like they're dancing in the fog. I'm not sure if you have any one of you who's actually afraid of stuff like that, but then like you just keep going, and Kevin is like just making his way through.
It can't be that far until morning.
I just wanted to talk to Effrey again
Yes.
about the past, because we were interrupted, and so I always try to keep an open mind about people that I meet, and I don't care about their history. But you must know, when it comes to the druids and the witches, there might be it might get a bit tense, because, well, there was a tournament by one of the kings and lords, which names have been long forgotten by history, but so when I was a little boy, I was told that there was a fight, or there was an ambush during this tournament between the witcher and the the cat school and the wolf school. And the problem is that there's rumors, even till now, and I'm not connected to the cat school anymore, but I still hear these rumors that the druids might have had a hand in there as well.
Helping
But-
the cat school.
Well, not the cat school, but the ambush on both of these
Oh, I see.
schools.
I understand.
So,
Interesting.
yeah.
I find a lot of that story odd.
You can. Everyone who maybe has read a book about history at some point can make a history check.
Sure. I've done that.
Chess is like, nah. Books.
I rolled
Helga's out.
yet again with this exact same topic. I only roll a 9.
Well,
Same.
Should have studied history.
the only thing after you remember about this, that you heard about some incident with witcher schools once, but it's strange because it wasn't a book which was about Kedvan, and you're currently in Mayana, so it doesn't make too much sense to you.
So
I do say that. I probably say that. I probably say, oh, I read something a long time ago now, in my early days at Arathusa, about some incident, but not here.
That's very true. It took place where the cat school and the wolf schools resident, so in the lands of Kedwin. But the
That
thing
makes
is,
more sense.
the same as for the witches, the druids are all also connected,
Everywhere.
I assume.
As far as you actually know, it was indeed the Circle of Mayana who organized the tournament.
Yeah. That's it. Exactly those.
well,
So it was the druids that organized the tournament.
I don't know if they organized it, but so there has been a deep contact between the druids from Mayana and the court magician, which was during the days a strong counselor for the I think it was Radovid, but not the not the other
The
Radovid,
old
but
Radovid, not the young one.
the Radovid the second, and because of this strong connection, a lot of people assumed that the druids helped organize this tournament, and we've had the ambush on the cat school and the wolf school.
Well, this tension is. Thank you for warning.
Yeah.
Thank you for the warning, because I feel like worry is now well founded, but we'll see.
Did Helga get to hear any of that?
Yeah, everything. Like
Yeah, we
Okay.
weren't
So-
keeping it quiet, I'd imagine.
Helga is trying really hard to understand all the political implications. Understand all the political implications of what you guys were talking about, and eventually he's just like, "Well, I never read any history books, but we have druids on Skellige, and I mean can be a bit difficult, but if you get to know them, they can be very very good friends. There was one druid who always sold very very interesting mushrooms to me, and he always pointed out the locations as to where to gather them, and if we are lucky, we can find out about something similar here."
A simple word of warning to you, Helga. Much like sorceresses, druids on the mainland are treated very differently than on Skellige.
At the same time,
Traditions
Helga,
are different.
But they're druids.
it is the exact reason why I'm open-minded in going into this encounter.
Yeah, maybe they can help us be even more open-minded.
Maybe. One can only hope. Effrie's desperately trying to remember every single spell she knows in her head.
By the way, you're out of spell slots, right? Or do you have?
I'm out of level 2 spell slots. I've
Good.
got level 1 left.
Goody. So you make your way through the forest. You're probably 2-3 hours away already. It's probably around. It's like dawn should be coming soonish. You don't know when exactly, but it should be too far away. Still, it's very dark in the forest, and even if there would be dawn outside already, you think like in the forest it would come a bit later because just the trees and the fog. It's like really an oppressive mood here.
Would you call it a murky wood?
What?
Murky wood.
I have no idea what that means.
Never mind, it was a Lord of the Rings reference.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were referencing Murky Waters. There's actually a witch's reference. Anyway.
Good, we forget this. And at some point, Kevin is like, "Oh, yeah, I found it. There we go." Because what he sees in front of you, there's like it's a hill more or less. It's not a mountain, but it's like it just goes very straight upwards, and it's nearly a cliff to the sides. And he's like, okay, like outside, it took way longer to get to the druids. So this is the path they showed me to get to them way quicker than the others, because they love the people. They don't love the people who just intrude the forest, but us, they like very, very much, because I obey the rules, you know.
Nobody ever told me any rules.
Me neither.
Well, yeah. Well,
Just don't shoot or try to catch any animals. You'll be fine.
Yeah, yeah. Don't touch the forest, please.
Is it okay if I speak to the squirrels again?
No,
Or is
I
it
don't want a
against
squirrel
the-
friend again.
What? Do you?
Never mind, Kevin. Never mind. Move on.
Okay. You need to close up with me a bit, because it's going to be a bit dark. Like we're going inside this tunnel here. It's a bit. I don't know. Probably an hour for the tunnel, and outside. Then we can make a rest, because that's the perfect place to rest. We'll go upside the hill very fast this way. But like, I only have one lantern, so stick with me, please.
Okay. Are we tired because we traveled the entire night? I think last time we slept with
Yeah.
girls as
We've
well.
already-
not slept for a while.
You're already quite tired, but the good thing is, like, Kevin is already like, yeah, just one more hour, and then we have the perfect resting place.
I like you, Kevin. You're always helping us.
Yes. Okay. Please stick with me. Don't get lost.
Yeah, I'm sticking to Kevin.
He's like, and goes into the tunnel. Come on.
As long as there's not a monstrous beast and some caged women waiting
What?
for us at the end of this again.
So
What?
Kevin is
What did you say?
Previous experience, nothing to worry about.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Kevin.
Good.
Are there any monsters worthy to be slain in these parts?
What? Monsters?
Monsters, wild animals, something that a bard would sing a tale about. If a brave warrior, say from Skellig, would come and face such a challenge.
Oh, there are many monsters in the forest. That's why you
Yes.
must listen to the druids. Like, you should not tread off the paths they give you. You know.
Wait, you're saying if we trail off the path, we'll encounter...
No, you need to stay. You need to stay with me.
We could slay
Please.
for great
Please.
honor.
Please stay with me.
Okay, next time.
Okay.
So okay. So going in there, and it's pretty dark. Calivendra and Diog see a bit farther than the others because they have dark vision. But it's also for you. It's there's just no light source except his lantern. So you can't see really far, and you're making a way into the tunnel. And the tunnel in the beginning splits up a bit, but he's navigating you through the right tracks, and you're making your way a bit upwards. So you see or you feel, so say, that you're going upwards, and at some point, I don't know, make a perception check. Just
All of us?
you. Yeah, all of you.
Perception.
And like Diog and Calavandra can actually get advantage on this.
19.
18.
Oh, wow.
Sorry. 13.
Okay. So you make your way through upwards and upwards, and you see like on the sides like some spider webs. Like you do know the tunnel of Lord of the Rings.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not like that. It's a bit, tune it down a bit, and then you have some webs on the side, and Kevin is like, oh yeah, we shouldn't talk too much here. So only quiet. We must not disturb. What's in here?
What is in here?
Yeah. I monsters.
Monsters, you say?
Oh, Helga.
Please.
In this very place.
Please, just okay.
I do grab my great axe.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm saying to the others, just in case, I'm
It's fine.
ready.
Stay with me. Okay.
Only for emergencies, Helga.
And like Helga and I think Calavandra, what did you roll? 18, right?
18, yeah.
Okay, so like Calavandra, Diog, and Effie, all three of you, while you're moving on, sometimes you feel like there's something moving in the areas around you, but every time you look, there's like just nothing anymore. But the webs just intensify. Like there's way more like webs on the side, and you also see like Kevin is like getting smaller by the minute. And he's like, just stay with me. Nothing can happen to you. And
I mutter to myself something about needing a new dress when all of this is over.
Kevin, are these spiderweb?
Maybe.
But I'm sure you wouldn't lure us into a place where there's lots of spiders.
What? Why should I? Why should I? You can make an insight check if you want to.
Yeah, I mean at this point, even Helga is like, okay.
Baru?
Oh, wait.
Helga sees
19.
into your soul.
19. Yeah.
Since you entered the tunnel there, you feel a lot of discomfort. Like do you know like this when you hunt for deer, then in the wilderness, if you just hunt, like it's fine, but there's a different way to hunt, and it's like laying traps and then getting like the deer ready and like how I say, like guiding it right into the traps. That's kind of like how you feel a bit like since as soon as you enter the tunnel here, and now like it's the feeling with like it just intensifies for you.
Okay.
And wait, who is the deer here? Are we the deer?
Yes.
Yes, that's how you feel.
That's how Helga feels. Oh
Yes.
boy. Okay.
Oh no.
Kevin,
Kevin.
Yes.
Kevin. I'm starting to feel. I'm starting to have second thoughts about this tunnel.
What do you mean? It's not far. We
Second,
just
why-
need to go
why-
like I don't know, half an hour.
Yeah.
Do I, as a witcher, know how these big spiders build their I don't know, their
Nests.
tunnels?
You
Their
can
tunnel
make a-
system? Their nests?
You can make a nature check with advantage again. Sorry.
16.
Okay. So spiders don't build tunnels. Like they don't have the tools to actually dig. But what you know is spiders typically love dark places, and they love like tight spots where they can build a net so that there's the maximum efficiency for prey to be in. But you also know there are not that many spiders that can actually attack human beings, so to say, and like if they are, because like that was one of the animals that actually were typically hunted by witchers, for example. So if there is like one in these areas and there's not a witcher sign, like a witcher contract for it, then it either doesn't bother people or there is just none.
So, one way or the other, just to make sure this is clear, I stop. Like I don't go further at that point. And I'm not sure what the other guys are doing, if they're catching on to my suspicion.
If Helga stops, I also stop.
Me too.
What's wrong?
I'm not sure, Kevin. I mean, can you explain to us once more why exactly you are helping us?
Me?
I mean, don't worry. You don't have anything to fear from me. I know I look very fearsome. I know I look very strong. I know I look like
strong.
I could use this great axe and I could kill you at any point in time if I find out you betrayed us.
Make an intimidation
But
check.
I would never do such a thing because you never betrayed us, right?
Please make an intimidation check.
Hell yes, you did.
Oh no,
I love it's 1.
it's a 1.
Oh my.
Okay. He's like, okay.
Listen here, Kevin, what's going on?
What's suddenly wrong?
Don't play dumb with me, what's going on?
What? I don't understand. Like, don't you want to go to the druids?
Yes, but why are we going into this cave that looks suspiciously dangerous?
Since when do druids live in caves, Kevin?
They don't live in caves. They're on the other side of the tunnel.
Maybe Helga doesn't have the heart to kill you, but I can.
What?
You heard me.
Why do you want to kill me?
If you betrayed us.
What?
Can I roll intimidation?
Yeah, sure.
15.
Good. He's like, you don't necessarily see the difference between him being frightened and him being frightened, but
Oh my god.
it's like kind of like his permanent, how I say it, mute situation.
That's
Okay.
my secret. I'm always scared.
Yes.
Kevin, why do you feel so uncomfortable?
How could you actually
It's a like
You-
entirely safe place here, right?
you said you're like the proud bodyguards, right? Maybe. Oh, you know what? He opens the lantern and he's like, and like just
Oh no.
Oh,
makes it dark.
Oh,
I immediately light up an Anya.
What do you do?
I immediately light up an Anya in front of us so that we can at least see
You
something.
can kind of throw it, like you can't
Yeah.
really hold it in hand.
I throw it ahead. Actually, no, I don't want to waste a spell slot on it.
Maybe
I
as a cantrip.
throw it ahead of us onto the floor so that we can at least have some source of light.
So you just like
Yeah.
and throw. What you see in the short period while there's light is he's just like looking with big eyes as he sees the fire, and like he turns around and just runs deeper in a tunnel. And while he runs it, he says like, "Hildegard will be mine."
Hildegard will be mine.
okay. Wait. Am I in a position to run after him?
Yeah, of course you can.
Every
I wanna do the
clocks
same.
it and goes, oh no.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
run
running.
after him. I absolutely
gonna
run
run.
after him. I try to
Same.
tackle him down.
Same
Okay.
here.
So the thing is, you're in total dark here. So you run off. You can just orientate yourself from the sounds like his footsteps makes, so to say. So what I need from everyone is a perception check, because depending on the perception check, you can follow him better or worse. You don't get advantage, Calavandra and Dirk, because there's just no light anymore.
16.
17.
Everyone like higher than 15 can reliably trace the footsteps with sound.
Come on, I'm 14.
14 is not bad, but at 14 you have the problem that like his footsteps also echo from the walls. So you're not too certain. Sometimes like you just need to stop sometimes and like, oh yeah, there we go.
So I'm gonna rush past Herga and say, "Follow us! Follow me! Follow Calavandra and me!"
We should hold hands or something.
Sisters, follow me.
So you rush off in the dark and like I need your speed. What's your
What?
You have
Speed?
freaking movement speed.
30 feet.
Oh, speed.
30, 30, 30. All of you have 30, never
30.
mind. I just checked. Okay, so you're kind of tracing after him, and now I would need an athletics check to see if you're closing in on him.
Why is athletics on strength?
17.
Yeah, right?
That's really stupid.
Okay.
No, it makes sense. It's about like
Because I rolled a 1.
Okay.
11.
I rolled a 7.
Okay.
17. My name's
So-
This time
Herga.
I rolled a
Herga
1.
is like charging off into the distance and like you're closing up on him. Diog and Effrey, like Calavandra is right behind him. Diog and Effrey moving after Calavandra, but then suddenly it happens and Calavandra just slips and she falls right into one of the nets on the side.
Oh,
This is
Calavandra.
actually
And you're
turning
like-
into the
you s-
Hobbit now.
You're sticking, you're like, oh it is really hard to get out of it.
Oh no.
You can make a strength check to see like how good you are like at bursting those nets. While Herga is just like, oh.
I turn around and try to help Calavandra out
I
with
rolled
an
another one.
Enya on the webbing.
So Calavandra is like tighten itself even more while she tries to like get out of this. And you casting like the fireball how like next to her on her like how do you
Like next to her, on the webbing next to her to see if it catches. And while I'm casting it, like just after casting it, I'm saying to Calavandra, be ready to roll. Like,
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay, you're throwing it onto the web, and the web itself doesn't burn, but where the firebolt goes into it, it kind of like bursts open. So
yeah. Okay, so do I then have to set Calavandra on fire?
no, you don't.
Oh, hey,
What-
I've got like
Okay.
coffee.
What's happening though is like where the web just like cuts thanks to the fireball. Calavandra is going like down to the ground, and like even more web just like falls down on her, and she's now like
Do you have a
really
knife,
covered
Effrey?
in web.
Dale, help me.
Effrey, do you
Oh,
have a
no.
knife?
I have a dagger.
I
Then-
have 2 daggers.
Then start running after Herga and I'll carry on with Calavandra
okay.
here.
I tried to catch up with Herga then. Not a party split, not now.
Okay, Herga, like you follow him, and you really you're kind of like catching up to him. Like, what do you do?
I shout, Kevin, stop! I just want to talk, and I ready my great axe.
And I shout after Effrey, make sure Herga doesn't kill him!
Kevin is just like keeping running. You closing onto him, and he's like, "No, you're friends with Rutger. You even said you're his bodyguards, kinda. No, I can't let you.
Wait,
no."
who was Rutger again?
We're not that good friends.
I'm not good with names. I'm sorry.
This is the moment we're catching up to him.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Yeah, I want to tackle him. I want to like plunge from the back on like this
Okay. To make it
without
grapple
the
attack.
axe, just like to immobilize him. Strength check.
I think grapple attack is just strength.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Come on, man. 9.
So you grapple him, like you tackle him, but he's so small and he's very agile. So while you pull full force into like he's just slips out, makes kind of like a U-turn, a zigzag move, and is like dashing between the nets and like trying to get away from you.
How does he see in the darkness like that? That's crazy. Can I make like a perception check to see
Yes,
if I can
sure.
make out a way to find him? What is this dice? That's a 6.
Well, you still hear his footsteps, like echoing a bit, but yeah, you can go after him actually if you want to.
Yes.
Okay, as you
Oh no!
run after him, like the first thing which hits like is a web like right into your face, like.
Can I try to just like keep on going regardless? Because
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
Herga.
Just make a strength
Okay.
check.
Okay. Oh, what is going on? It's an 8. I mean, I've got +5 on strength. I'm rolling 4, 3s. What is?
So how
8.
much? 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of moving the first net from you, but then like the leg hits the next one, and you're like trying to get rid of
Okay.
the.
But at this point, like, doesn't this cause Herga to fall into a rage or something? Like all
you
the
want to.
nets. Yeah, I think. Wait, let me see how many rage stuff got there.
This went so
You used
south
one
so
rage
fast.
already, so you have 2 more, I think.
Okay, then I'm gonna use another one. I'm gonna go like, you and your webs. You did this on purpose, Kevin. You lured us into this spider nest. And yeah, due to the rage, can I try again?
You re-roll, you have advantage.
Okay. Okay, the first try is a 2.
Oh
This
no!
one is a 7.
Use another
Come
dice.
on, I only have this d20. Sometimes it's really good. Okay, that's a 14.
Okay. So, like, the one you, like, the one that catches you on the feet, but you like, shit, I wanna, and you just, full of rage, you take it away, and you go on, and like, another one hits you on the side, and you're getting slowed down, but like, you slowly make your way through the nets. While you're doing that, what do the others do?
I mean,
I'm
I
still
went.
stuck.
Yeah. Let's go with those 2 first.
I'm putting out my my longsword, cutting off the freaking spider webs around Calavandra, and I always like wait a second, see if my medallion's humming, see if a spider's near, and because everything's clear, I keep on hacking all the spider webs away.
What
Till
did
I
you
free
roll
her.
on the nature check before?
What did I roll? Can't remember.
It was high enough to know that spiders don't build tunnels.
Was it a
Sure.
13 or something?
I think it was something like 14, yeah.
Because what also you know is like spiders are not per se magical. So if they're magically enlarged, for example, your medallion would would react to it. But if they're just spiders, not necessarily like your medallion would not necessarily react to it.
Yeah.
You look down to see whether your medallion is humming and find that you're covered from head to toe in spiders. That's
Oh god!
No, but you're hacking down the web, and like Calavandra, you feel like you're falling down to the side as well, and you're lying on the ground, like no nets connects you to the wall anymore, but you're still covered in nets, and I think Duke then just tries to pull him or.
Yeah, once I get her hand free, she can help with her own daggers.
Okay, so at some point, like you both try to get out of the nets, and you're still covered a bit, like on the side here and there, but you kind of like free to go, and you can move again, and you're standing up.
Okay.
You still can see really much, as like there's not a lot of, there's actually no light there, so you still like rely on hearing.
Hearing.
Uh,
We go after him, Dirk.
yeah, I don't have any potions for night vision, so
You
let's
should really start
try.
doing stuff before you go out.
Yep. I mean, the brothel wasn't the right place for that, but we should try and follow them, obviously. But let's see if we can hear something.
So, Effrey, what do you do?
I went running after Herga, trying to follow Herga's
Make a perception
footsteps
check.
as he went chasing after Kevin.
I rolled a 19 on my perception check to see if I can hear Effrey's footsteps.
I rolled
Yeah,
an
I'm
11, so I'm
So, what you can hear
following
is
echoes.
more or less, but you hear like cries of rage while Herga is like moving through the. So it's more clear than the footsteps. You can already like follow Herga on a 10.
Yeah,
so
okay.
you kind of like it's a bit slower, but like you're kind of following him. Also, but Herga is also not making a lot of progress. He's like, "Ugh." So at some point, like you hear the cries, or not the cries, but like the moans of Herga like in front of you, and like you can catch up to him. What you feel though is like while you're moving up to Herga, like you're like now moving in spider webs, more or less. Like it's sticky under your under your shoes.
The first thing I tried to do is take my dagger to help Herga get free.
Well, Herga is not really like stuck. He's currently just making his way through and like actually cuts.
And if
like,
I understood things correctly, he is heading back in my direction.
no, he's moving away
No.
from you.
Did you manage to find him, Herga? I guess not.
He's
Full
still
of
running.
rage.
Can we still hear him? Can we still hear his footsteps?
Make another perception check.
13.
Oh, a natural 20.
Nice.
So you actually can, while you moving away for it, but they're growing like quieter and quieter while he's like moving on the distance. Also, the echoes are like going a bit more crazy. So it seems like they're like there's a partying or something, and you're pretty sure it's on the right currently, but you're not sure like how long you can actually keep tracing him, so to say.
He's getting away, Jeffrey. We have to hurry up. Is there anything you can do to make these webs go away? Can you send them through a portal or something so the way is clear?
I mean, what are we looking at? Are we looking at like just web after web after web after web endlessly?
I don't know. I can't see. I'm just running.
Yes.
So far, yes. This is such a bad idea. I tell Herga to hold on and then like move slightly to his left and cast Burning Hands like straight ahead of us to try and clear as many of them out as possible.
So what you you cast Burning Hands, and you need to do another perception check quickly, both of you.
10. I wish I hadn't said let it be the first of many, or whatever I said at the top of this debacle. Audience, never say that. When things are going well, keep it to yourself.
What's your perception check, Herga?
Another one?
Yeah. please.
Oh,
Another
sorry,
one.
I missed it. Another one.
Perception.
Not a one, though. Not another
In
one.
the tunnel, perception
No,
is kind of like your
it's,
main stat.
14.
14? Okay. So you're occupied casting the Burning Hands, and like fire sprouts from your hands, and in a big cone in front of you, like everything just bursts into fire. Herga is like, oh wow, fire. And while like the nets burn down in front of you, you see some shadows just like moving away into the darkness. And then the light goes out again, and you see some there's a bit of rest light, because like webs still like glim a bit, like they're burning, and it smells a bit awful. But you have a bit of rest light, but then slowly that goes out as well again. And this is the point where every like wishes not to be a combat mage, but have spells like light or something.
Yeah. Yeah. It
So,
seems we're not alone, Herga.
so what we saw shadows of something else in here.
You saw shadows.
I saw shadows, multiple ones.
Yeah, multiple stuff like just moving in your gun.
There was more movement.
But
Even
good.
Kevin got reinforcements.
Just saying here, but I think if you look into your inventory, someone of you maybe actually has stuff like that. Don't you have lanterns and stuff like that as well?
Yeah, I was thinking so.
I do not. I actually don't.
Well, there you go.
I got an oil flask, a tinder box, and a torch. What?
Oh my god.
Torch looks
Hey,
good.
dear,
Every, I have an idea.
As Herga's saying, I saw
my
shadows. I'm staring at Herga's backpack. I'm like, Herga, is that a torch?
Sure. Why are you asking?
Would you mind lighting it?
I've got one as well.
Dear. So do I.
This is the point
yes,
where
of
actually
course.
Why am I here?
I'm sorry, Effrey. I'm a bit careful with fire. I'm sorry. You do it. Whenever I touch fire, everything goes wrong.
Fine,
You
I
do it.
take the torch. I cast Enya on the torch.
Wait, don't
And then,
you
like,
think that you can
bat
cast
my way
fire,
through.
Herger?
What?
Aren't you in belief that you can cast
Yes.
fire yourself?
Of course I can, but I am a very responsible mage, and I only use my powers responsibly.
Okay, sure. Mm.
I like
actually,
the
you're
torch.
Not, Diok and Calvendra are not with Ferga yet, so...
No. I light the torch and like tell Herger to point me in the right direction and then just start batting.
I'm an idiot.
This is, by the way, like the point where you really should check your equipment because, for example, Calavendra also has some really good stuff. I think she even has caltrops in there, which she can, throw
I
around.
have what?
Caltrops, I think. Like this.
I can't.
Stars.
Sorry.
What?
I can't wait until we meet a vampire because I got a wooden stake with me.
I think caltrops. They're like this naily things you can throw onto the ground. Like typically in World War One, they used it against horses. Where like if you ride over them, like the nails just hit you in the feet, and the horses just like then fall down.
Oh.
Anyway,
I have no idea why,
See it though.
but I also have a javelin that I can throw, and holy water. Or maybe javelin is like a euphemism for something else. I don't know.
The holy water is because you actually have the haunted one background.
Oh, I see.
Meanwhile,
rope.
Effrey is equipped for an entirely different kind of adventure. Nothing of use in
Diok and
this.
Calavendra.
I mean, I got a hammer and a crowbar.
That
Yeah.
can help.
Too.
Diok, I can light our lanterns because I got a tinderbox.
Perfect. So do I. But you go ahead.
Moral of the story: check your inventory.
Kevin was playing mind tricks on us.
Yes.
Ah, Kevin.
Kevin was the
We have to
smartest
stop
boy.
Kevin Effrey. I'm getting really
Yeah.
angry and
I-
enraged.
Yep, I lead the way. Here, take the torch. Lead the way. I'll follow you.
Okay, I'm grabbing the torch and just like sprinting
Yeah, wait a
forward to
bit.
the last location that I knew, and I ignore the shadows that we saw completely because what could possibly go wrong in a spider?
Diok and Calavendra.
Yes.
Do you want to carry the torch and I'll hack the
All right. I'll hold the torch.
yeah, and I'll keep my longsword out to hack away the cobwebs.
The good thing is like it's pretty easy to follow the trail of Herga because it's just like you follow where the webs are, just like have this bodily shape like through them and then down. So
Perfect.
but the thing is like while you follow them, Herga and Effrey still move as well. So you're kind of like moving at the same point with a bit of distance between you.
But we're trying to move a bit faster because obviously there's nothing in front of us.
Okay. So Herga and Effrey, like while you are having the torch, who has the torch? Herga. You have the torch, right?
Herger
Yeah.
has the torch. Yeah.
So at some point you come to like the tunnel kind of like splits into two parts.
Where did he go?
I go to the right. That's where I heard him last.
So you're going to the right, and you see like there's really a lot of spider webs at this point, and you're hacking through them, or like how do you?
I mean, hacking
Effrey?
and burning.
Effrey, of course, I, the mighty Herg, am not afraid of spiders. Is she right behind me, or did I?
Yeah, I'm
Peter.
following you very
Okay.
closely.
Okay. Do you think this you're sorceress? You know everything, right? Do you think this Kevin could be friends with the spiders? Otherwise, maybe he took the way out that is safe. And
There
now
is-
we follow.
I'm assuming he led us here for a trap, and he is now trying to find his way back out again. So
Yeah.
following him seems like a safe bet.
And hearing that, I don't need any further instructions. I go Herga charge through the spider webs with my axe.
By the
and
way,
my-
I think I actually
Is-
have. Wait, where do you have it?
Is there any way that I might be able to identify exactly what kind of spiders we're dealing with here from the spider webs? That's such a cool picture. Anyway, distraction over. Like,
Nature?
can I look at our surroundings? Nature. It's better than perception. I rolled an 8.
Cool. Well,
I know they have 8 legs.
yeah, for
I
sure.
think.
Dark
Most of the
places, blah,
time.
blah. You haven't read of or actually you have read of spiders that grow bigger and that like hunt villages, or like the surrounding of the villages. But you also know that none of them have been seen like recently. So
Okay.
could be smaller ones here. On the other hand, if you look at the nets, they're quite big.
Quite big. So I say to Herger, I'm going to take a wild stab in the dark and say that these are slightly bigger than your average garden spider. Be on your guard.
I don't care.
I do.
It's
If they
just
can
spiders
fit
every.
a Herger in them, then you should be worried.
Then I'll fight my way outside its stomach. I'll just, as long as I keep my axe while it swallows me, I don't care.
That would be quite. That would be quite something to behold, I'm sure.
So while Diok and Diok and Calavandra make their way in the direction where Herga and Efri going, you can make a perception check again.
Everyone.
Yeah, Diok with advantage this time as well, because now there's light actually to activate his dark vision.
Hell yeah.
And me?
Oh, sorry, Calavandra and Diok. Both of you can make an advantage check. Sorry, yes.
25.
Both with advantage.
19.
Good. Both of you. Diok a bit sooner because, you know, here's the 25. But you both see it actually. So when you like move on, you spot like again like a shadow moving, and you both freeze and you're looking, and you look into the dark, and the spider feels quite safe in the dark because you didn't expect anyone to have dark vision in here. So there's a pretty big spider on the ceiling, and it's moving into the direction where Herga and Efri are sounds are coming from.
So, does it look like it is actually not caring about us?
Currently, no. It's more like it's also a bit far away from you. It's also in the dark. So, but you glimpse it and like you look. Look there! And it moves in its gun.
Ew.
How big is big?
Well, what you can see in the darkness, I mean, it's definitely as big as Kevin.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
One Kevin size.
Kevin wasn't that tall.
Dirk, are you a arachnophobe?
No. You know what happens? Cat eats spiders, so we're good.
Just as long as Herga doesn't try to make friends with these spiders.
I think I'm inclined to take my bow and arrow out. I'm just not sure if it's clever to attack.
Just remember what happened last time you tried to shoot someone.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
behind you this time.
yeah, exactly. So, do you think I should give it a shot?
I mean, it's not trying to attack us, right? Do you just want to kill it?
Maybe we should stay right behind it, but I'll take my bow and arrow out, so I'm ready to shoot.
Alright.
Okay, do you move stealthily or do you just try to catch up?
We're trying to move so that we keep our distance with the spider.
Okay, so more stealthily and trying to keep a low pace, but trying to keep it inside. Then make a stealth check, please.
Good luck.
Easy peasy. 21.
5.
There was a brief moment in an alternate universe there where MissLadyJ says easy peasy and rolls a natural 1.
Hey, I rolled natural ones twice today.
Sure. Yeah, sure. So you move after it, and so far you keep your distance. Herga and Efri, you're moving on, and also in this time you actually don't need a perception check, because like while you're moving on, you see 3 of these like big body spiders like crawling through the nets, and like when you go around the corner and they see the light, basically you have like this little stare off while you look at them, they look at you, and then they disperse back into the shadows.
They're watching us. That's not at all different.
Everywhere they're afraid of the mighty Herga. Even the spiders know not to cross my path. I say we head forward. We head on.
Oh, believe me, it's far too late to turn back now. My only concern is other people watching through the spider's eyes.
That is a thing that can happen.
Yes. We're dealing with druids.
Oh, so but there's spiders everywhere. So you say every spider could be someone watching me?
I'm so going to regret giving him that piece of information.
Oh, no.
Maybe,
not that
maybe.
I ever do things that I wouldn't want others to witness.
No, of course not, Herga.
I say we move onward. But hold, Effrey, where's Calavandra? Where's Diok?
Calavandra.
I hope they're following. Calavandra had an accident.
She had an accident. What happened?
Deoch was setting her free of the webs. They told me to move ahead. I don't know what happened to them. I hope they're behind us somewhere.
I mean, I'm afraid they're going to attack the spiders. Kevin clearly told us not to attack the wildlife here.
I'm sure they are keeping that in mind, and I'm sure they're hoping we keep that in mind too.
While you're talking, Dio, while he's trying to be stealthy, is kind of like, whoop, and like reaching into spiderweb, gets stuck a bit, tries to shake it off. Calavandra turns around, like, and this is the moment where I kind of like lose track of the spider. You free yourself, but it's like down somewhere in front of you, and you just make way to get back to it, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I didn't hear the conversation between Herga and Effrey, obviously, but if the druids would have contact with those, would that actually trigger my medallion?
Maybe, yeah, because there's magic involved. Could be.
Okay.
Depends on how strong the magic is and if it's like how nature the magic is, so to say, but typically also nature magic like triggers it. So it's I would say a comfortable probably.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Not that I'm thinking of that right now, because obviously my medallion is not humming, so we're just gonna carry on.
Exactly. Okay, Herga and Effrey, are you actually going to wait now, or?
No, well, okay, here's my question then. Does it look like, from what we can see, there is another path?
Well, there was another path, like, where it split up first.
Yeah, we went right instead of left. Are we facing another situation
Currently,
again?
No. It's like more like, it's a bigger tunnel, it leads a bit more to the open currently, but it's like one tunnel still.
Do we still have track of any kind of Kevin?
Perception check.
I'm waiting for Herga's result. We can't hear
11,
you.
Sorry. Sometimes it's a black die, and then sometimes disappears.
What did you roll?
11.
I rolled a 10.
Okay.
So no, I'm guessing.
After like discussions with you and like Effrey, you kind of like also lost the focus on him. So it's like now when you're really quiet, you don't hear Kevin, but you hear like the little tapping of feet, like.
So I say to Herga, perhaps we're best to wait for them to catch up.
I think, yeah, I think I can hear Kevin crawling on his toes.
I don't think that's Kevin. It's the spiders.
And
spiders.
While you talk to each other, like, do you look at each other, or like how do you talk to each other?
Oh yeah, we're looking at each other.
So
like,
while Effrey looks at Herga while you're talking, you see like in the darkness like a shape behind Herga, like coming down from the ceiling, and Herga, it's like you hear like a when like the spider actually or when something penetrates your back and you make a constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Oh damn!
No.
17.
Good. So you just hear like a little and you lose a hit point.
Hey!
And like you see like this shape behind him. And Diog and Calavandra, you hear in the distance, you hear, "Hey!"
Okay, we start to hurry a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hurry up. What do Efri and Herga do?
Well, I just got like someone pricked me,
I pull Herga back away from the spider.
and I turn around and I see a spider hanging from the roof, or like
Yeah.
what do I see?
Basically, Efri turns you around and you're like, "Oh, big spider."
I say, all right, the spider attacked me first.
No,
This is
crawls
fair game
down.
now."
Herga!
Which crawls back to the ceiling like.
What?
Herga!
I have a
Don't-
javelin, Efri. I have a javelin.
Don't attack the spiders! Don't attack the spiders!
Didn't you see what it did to me?
Yes!
Look. And I'm showing her my muscular back, and
You're
I'm like,
fine!
Efri, what did it do?
There's a little red actually point where the spider like stuck something in you, but
Something in me.
Like,
Lovely.
is there
Good luck.
actually something sticking out
No.
of his back? No.
but like the wound is like it's like it's not a wound. It's like it's a bigger mosquito bite, so to say. But like a bit
How are you
bigger.
feeling, Herga?
I'm feeling like I was stung by a really, really big mosquito.
Tell me if anything changes. Otherwise, let's just be on our guard and wait for Calavendra and Dioch to catch up with.
And
Okay, and I turn around and then I look at where the spider used to be, and I say, "But the next spider that attacks me gets the axe." Just so that you know.
And while you're talking, Diog and Calavandra come to the partying, so to say, and they hear talking on the right side. But as they move to the talking, they see like another shadow, like just going to the left side.
What kind of shadow? Can I do a perception check?
It's like one of the shadows you kind of like felt
Okay.
all the time around you.
Oh, there they are. Okay, Effie,
Dear Calavandra, you're fine.
And they have fire.
we're surrounded.
Course
we're
I'm fine.
surrounded by spiders.
I
Have you
just
noticed?
got bitten by one. I don't
Oh,
think
so
they
they
want to be our
attacked?
friends.
I think they're sensing prey.
I think we need to get out of here as soon as
Yes, I
possible.
think we do. We track Kevin down this path. I'm assuming after having led us into this trap, he wants to find a way out for himself. So if we follow the path, we'll.
Unless Kevin is a spider person. Maybe he turned to the spider that bit me. I've heard of those.
I can't even tell you you're wrong.
He was awfully small, and that spider looked like it was the size of Kevin.
Have you been drinking too much?
My water skin is still filled with beer. So
Let's just
if
carry
anything,
on,
do the
shall we? Quickly.
Let's
Okay, so
move
move
on.
on. Now again, what's your marching order?
I move forward. I want to kill the spider that bit me.
I'd say Herger in the front, Deoch in the back, Calavandra and Efri.
Just so
No.
people are aware, I'm like 2/3 dead. Just saying.
2/3 dead.
Yeah, he still
Yeah.
has like pretty big wounds from the wolf attack.
Yeah, we never rested because
No,
Oh
we
my
did
apparently we had
not.
to hurry so much.
Yep.
Don't worry. You don't need to rub it in. I'm regretting my decision making.
I wish. Oh no, what was his name? The
Ulrich.
amazing bard was still with us.
Oh,
Sing
yeah.
a song.
Marcel.
Oh,
Marcel.
Yes.
I didn't even know he was gone.
Still in Poland,
Oh,
probably.
Calavandra. Will you even know when I am gone? What if these spiders eat me? Will you miss me?
Now that you think back, like when you had the inside check in the tavern, it's so much like now it makes a lot of sense what you like.
Oh yeah, now that I've heard him say Hildegard will be mine, like I know that this was just a bad idea. Effrey is regretting everything. And unfortunately, like I also have the annoying little voice of Trisha Varstrept in the back of my head saying, "See, naive, what did I tell you?"
So you move your way forward, and you enter like kind of like in more open, how to say it, a tunnel cave thing.
Yeah.
And when you hold up like the torch, what you see is like nearly everything is kind of like covered in webs around you. So it's like the walls are more white than black or whatever. And like when you look forward, like you kind of like not moving in there, but on the side there's probably like the biggest spider web you've ever seen, and there's a lot of activity going on. They're not a lot of the big ones, but there are like a lot of small ones, like you see in the picture, like just like moving around, and it looks more like a spider colony you just entered. And the small ones, like when you like hold up the torch, they're just like trying dispersing like from the light. But there is a lot of activity on the spider web, on the big spider web you see like in the tunnel. But you can also kind of evade it because of on the side, like the tunnel just on the other side of the. So on the left is the big spider web, and you can just move right around it, so to say. And there's like there's another entrance, so to say, into like a smaller cave on the side.
I highly recommend not standing still for even a second.
Yep.
And the entire time I'm keeping an eye on Herger as well to make sure he doesn't drop dead of poisoning.
He looks good.
Or venom, sorry.
Yeah, I push forward as well. Come on, keep on moving.
Yeah.
What do you see
Wait,
when you enter the smaller tunnel? You see that there is like big spider webs, like burying it. Like, but you also see like there's a smaller hole, like kind of like in the size of Kevin, where he could have slipped through on the side. But
In
you
that
would need
next
to go
room?
down on your knees to go through that, or you could just like hack the spider webs.
Wait, the spider web, are you saying it's the one in the picture that we could hack?
No, like
Oh.
imagine like there is a smaller entrance to a smaller like cave again, like kind of like the one you entered into the big cave, but it's covered in spider webs. But
Oh, I
there's
see.
a small excerpt of the spider web where like a little dwarf could like pass through.
Do you see this, friends? This is where Kevin must have passed through.
Well, seeing as it's that or going backwards, I suggest we don't hack the spider web because we
Yeah.
don't want to aggravate them, but try to crawl through, I guess.
Is the big spider web still there?
It's like to the left, and there's a lot of activity going on the spider web.
I want to go last.
Somewhere deep inside Herger, there's like an urge to burn that down with his torch, just to stick the torch in there. I'm not saying anything. I'm not doing anything yet. I'm just looking at the
Yeah.
spider web.
I, like, in marching order, I say, Herger, do you want to crawl through so that we can get on our way? We really do not want to be standing still here.
Look at that spider web, though.
Don't think about it, okay?
We could tell the people in the city we killed the spiders.
Oh my-
They don't even know they're here.
While you're talking, you see that
There's
the spiders
no
like
glory here.
crawling on the ceiling, like
Yeah,
like,
you've
moving.
already been stabbed once. Please move on.
Let's go.
But if one of these
let's go.
spiders touches me again, I'm gonna
Okay,
burn
I
down
just-
their nest.
I just grab his shoulders and like push him, like try to push him through the hole.
All right, I'm going.
So you go down in your forest and like try to move through the hole, so to say,
Yeah.
not touching.
Oh,
it.
what if I imagine I get stuck now? And it's just like my behind looking out. I hope that doesn't happen.
So you're quite big, so it's like you really need to be careful to like kind of like wriggle through the net without like touching it, so to say. So I think this case, it would be good to make an acrobatics check just to like see how good you are in like moving around and like trying to get through.
Just Aga.
Only Herger.
That's an easy 7.
Cool. By the way, like the last chat message was, please let this be a trap. Okay, so you're moving through the small hole, and you're trying to. But at some point, you like your elbow touches the web. You get stuck a bit. You try to get free. You can actually do it. It's not that hard. And like you see, like the web wiggles a bit while you like try to get out. But you move forward, and there are like more nets. And like you need to go like kind of like small zigzag move. You could go really fast if you just like tackle through all of them. But you're kind of like trying to go through them and like make yourself small, try to get around. And while Herger has passed the first net, like what do the others want to do?
Calavandra?
Do we follow him?
Yes.
Alright, I'll go next.
Okay.
Well, you're just gonna let me go by myself.
Acrobatics check from you as well, please.
Yeah.
So one acrobatics checks from Calavandra. What do the others do while the others crawl in the meantime?
Keep an eye to make sure we're not being followed or
20.
stabbed by spiders.
Yeah, I've got my hand up ready to make an Igni sign if I have to.
So Calavandra is really quickly where you are, Herga. She's like ducking through, moving through, and like in a third of the time you took to get to the second or third web, she's already next to you and like, come on.
This is how you do it, Haga.
Well, you're way smaller than me. I mean, I have to move
That's
all
no
this muscle
excuse.
through the tunnel.
That's no excuse.
What Deox sees with his dark side is that like when Herga touched the net, and like the little vibration from the net is like going through the other nets, and when it reaches like the big net, you see that like a lot of spiders just get activity and like are moving to the walls at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I might have touched something, friends. We might want to hurry up.
Yeah, I just turned to the tower. Come on.
Yep, I go next. I roll a 19.
Okay, you're kind of like Calavandra. Calavandra was definitely more agile than you, but you also like going through, make yourself small, and you were up with Herga as well in like half of the time. And now Herga is kind of like blocking the rest of the group.
Okay.
I'm
They
sorry.
While
Anytime
Effie's
now.
going in, you see like there's a big army of spiders more or less like emerging from like the walls and like, coming right at you.
At me.
More, yeah. Let's say to the tunnel where you're currently trying to get in. Not specifically you, but you're there as well.
Effrey is
How much
banned
longer
from
until you're
making a
through?
decision
That's what I'm
ever
asking.
again.
I'm asking, can you see the end? How much longer until we're through?
Yeah, do I see it in the end?
Every one of you could make. I think it's perception, but I'm growing tired of rolling perception. But I think it's the best one. So go perception. No,
It is
survival.
kind-
You can actually roll survival if you want to.
Yes.
Survival.
Yes.
Survival.
That's
That's
a great
God,
idea.
that's
I like the
minus
idea.
1.
plus 2
Nice.
either way.
23. Master survival Herga and Crane.
19.
Nice.
13.
Well, Herga, while you like move on, you feel on your skin like a soft breeze, and you're holding in for a bit, and you're just closing your eyes, and you're trying to get all the senses you need to. This is probably why you're so slow currently, but you're waiting, and you feel another breeze, and you kind of like when you concentrate, you kind of can estimate like where the breeze comes from. And it's probably not too far, but you would say like if you just walk, it would be probably 10 minutes or something, because the breeze is very soft. But there is a breeze, so there needs to be an exit or like connecting to this tunnel somewhere.
Friends, the exit to the cave is close. I can feel the wind in my skeleton skin.
Follow it. Quickly.
Yes, follow me!
At this point, I would like to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's probably been a long time coming.
Fighting on our
Natural
knees.
20.
Oh boy. That's a lot.
17.
Oh,
For once, Effrey doesn't roll terribly on initiative.
after bonuses, 20.
Mine's 23.
20 as well.
And yet somehow still the worst.
Okay. So, Calavendra, it's your turn.
Oh, okay. Do I go past Helga?
Sure, you can like just shove him and like wriggle.
Yeah, just like don't waste time, Helga. We have to get out of here quickly.
Just let me get this straight. So we're in a tunnel where we could normally stand, but we're crawling on the floor because there's cobwebs above us, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And not only crawling, like Calavendra, for example, crawled and like tried to get past by the web on the side and like go to down to all four. It's more like a up, down, left, right
Like an obstacle course
situation.
almost.
Mm-hmm.
You, however, are still standing in front of that first web,
Mm-hmm.
while an army of spiders kind of like moves at you.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
You're not. It's not your turn. It's Calavendra. Calavendra
Yeah,
moves
yeah.
past by Herga, and are you going to? You can use your second action as second move action, and just trying to get ahead.
To just what?
Just trying to get ahead. Like,
Yeah, I want to do
Are
that.
you still trying to outmaneuver the webs, or are you just like trying to go through, or like in middle field?
I don't want to get caught in a web again.
Okay.
So
So you're still
Anyone-
trying to like outmaneuver them, and I would need to
Yeah, yeah.
make then please another acrobatics check, and let's see how fast you actually are.
16.
That's pretty good. So you're still outmaneuvering the webs, and you're still pretty fast. And while Herga like gets shoved aside, Calavendra nearly is already vanished, like in front, where she's like just.
And I'm telling the others like, no time to waste. You gotta hurry.
Who has the torches?
Me.
I've got
Helga
one.
and Calavandra.
Who?
Diok, and like basically Diok is like the light behind you grows dimmer, and dimmer.
No deal.
And
I
it's your
didn't think
turn.
of this.
It's my turn. I noticed that the spiders are all coming towards the tunnel, so I decide to grab my longsword
Mhm.
and start cutting the cobwebs in front of me and rushing towards the group because I feel like there's no use in being stealthy anymore.
Okay.
And I shout, "Get up, get your swords out, and start hacking. Stop crawling."
Then make an athletics check.
Not acrobatics.
No athletics. You're not evading. You're actually like,
12.
okay. So slowly you make your way through the nets and like try to keep up with the others. While you hear behind you, you hear like this footsteps like. It's more like a wave of like instead of footsteps, it's more like a big now than anything else. Next one is Herga. Calavendra is past you.
Do I get the feeling that they're getting closer to us faster than we can move away from them?
Well, you're not near the spiders, but you just hear the sound like growing in intensity, and you heard Diok
Okay.
shouting.
Diog needs our help. Maybe we should. Would it be any good if we light up those cobwebs with our torches?
Since we are currently in combat mode, you can like probably say around one sentence until it's the next turn. So pick your sentence. Mike.
Okay, maybe. Okay, so drastic measures, drastic circumstances require drastic measures. And I say our torches will light up this cave, and I start lighting the cobwebs.
The thing is, when you like try to light them, they're not really catching fire, but they're like kind of like burning and like dissolving when you put fire onto them. But they're not really catching fire.
Sad. Do I notice that quick enough to
Yes.
do something else?
You use one action to try to light them, and then you have another action which you can either use to move or do something else.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna. Is there enough space for me to go around Calavendra?
After Calavendra? Or what?
Wasn't Calavendra behind me? Did she overtake me?
She,
I went
yeah,
past
she
you.
shoved you.
Oh,
away.
she overtook me. I see. Okay. And I say, Calavendra, go on without me. I'll go save Diok.
Okay,
And
this
then
is
I
your turn.
turn
ends.
Yeah.
Okay, then Efri.
It's really important that everyone imagines Effrey saying this in the accent of the Cintrian Spellweaver. No, sorry, Cintrian Enchantress from Gwent. She says, "A ball of fire, mere child's play," and then lights the room up.
How do you light the room up?
Because we're crawling, right? So I duck down onto my elbows and then
You casting an Enya or?
not an Enya, no. What's it called? Burning Hands, like in an arc straight up and up, like in front of me.
Okay,
Again,
like
to
where-
try and catch as many of the webs
Like
as possible.
the webs on the ceiling.
The
kinda
ones above us.
Okay,
And
so
like in front of us as
Herga,
well.
while he's like turning around to Dirk, sees we in front of him like just fire, like another fire.
Yeah, he turns around and it's just flame going straight past.
Yeah. And also like the light in your eyes, kind of like it's really like whoa, light, like
Yeah.
like the intensity of light and heat, and then you feel like little snowflakes, stuff like falling on your head and on your shoulders, and it's like it's snowing currently.
It should at least give us a little bit more room to maneuver.
Calavendra. Oh no, wait. So Dirk, you turned around and hacked. Like behind you, the sound intensifies again, like, and it's coming closer and closer to you. Calavendra, it's your turn. You made your way ahead, and like you're already quite far ahead of the group. You can now just push forward with your torch.
Yeah, I'm gonna push forward to see if there's an exit.
Okay, so you just take your 2 actions. Another acrobatics check to see how you evade the nets.
25.
Awesome. You dash through the nets and you're like you're covering a lot of, you're covering like 60 feet or something, like just moving forward and evading the nets, and yeah, you're moving forward. Diog, you're hacking.
Yeah.
In front of you see like Effrey just did like a fire thing, and like the nets in front of you are currently kind of gone. You just hack one more net, and then the way in front of you is free for a bit at least, and then like the nets start to continue.
The nets start to continue after F3, right?
Yeah, after Effrey, and a bit like distance in front of you.
Yeah, so I can get to them with 1 action.
Yeah, you can just dash around and like start hacking again.
Yeah, I'll just dash towards F3, so I'm the last of the group, but like right at the end, and turn around and see how close the spiders are.
Ooh, they're pretty close already. Like they're really, like they're already at the entrance where I've been last round, more or less, and like getting into the entrance now from the sides.
Okay, so I hold until the last possible moment until they're like really close, and then I will cast an Igni.
Okay.
I love it when Diok and Effrey are on the same wavelength.
Okay. Actually, let me. I forgot to turn on the battle music. So.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Silver for monsters. It is. Next. Okay. You wait until the spiders approach. While you wait, Herga, it's your turn. You see, like Diog is standing there while the spiders behind him approach.
I say, Diok, Effrey, run! I will hold the spiders back. And
I
I
hate
try
it when Herger and Effrey aren't on the same wavelength.
I mean, I want to protect my friends, right? So
Sure, I get it. As
I wanna. Oh, yeah, I know. I wanna run past you. Is that possible somehow?
Sure.
How close can I get to the spiders?
Oh, pretty close. Diog is just waiting there, and they're like approaching, and you could run either charge right into them or.
Okay. So on the note of us using our inventory a bit more, I got an oil flask, and since the webs aren't burning on their own like that, would Herga be? Is that isn't too much of a stretch that Herga would know that if we spread oil on the floor,
No, that's
I could
fine.
light it?
Oil
That's
is
clever,
oil.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I grab into my bag and I have this oil flask and I toss it on the ground in front of us. And I stand there and I use my other action to channel my magic skills and do a fireball on the
Okay.
On the
So you try to
on the other scroll.
which words are you using?
Hocus pocus.
No, I'm saying Igni.
Okay. So now the spiders are like Effie. It's actually Effie. It's your turn. You see like
Yeah.
how like Duke waits there. Helga throws an oil into the spiders and sits there like Igni.
I shrug and cast Burning Hands one more time.
But
Straight
this
at
time
Helga.
there's Duke and Helga in front of you.
Oh, Diok's in front of me as well.
Yes.
Diok isn't resistant to fire. Wait, no, Diok is resistant to fire. Yeah, I just cast Burning Hands.
Let me double check how that works. Let me double check.
Can exclude one person.
Is it only one person?
If you're higher levels, then you can increase it.
No, it's 1 plus the spell's level, and the spell's level is only 1.
Oh wow.
So they're both fine. So I just cast Burning Hand. I love wizards in D&D.
It's
It's
true,
so
actually.
broken.
Yeah, 1
They're
plus
so
1.
broken.
Wow, that's really that's kind of like OP. Okay, we need to do something about you at some point.
If you want to talk about it, I'm open to it. But right now it stands.
Okay,
I
you're casting Burning Hands, and like Diok and Helga, like behind you, like a fire like wave shoots out. You don't feel anything. Helga is just like, yeah, the fire just catches on the oil in front of you as a little like explosion kind of, and like the ground is burning a bit, and like the first spiders like stop a bit and like trying to like move away around. And Duke, while you waited for the spiders to appear, but they actually currently like going a bit back and like trying to move away like around the fire. And it's your turn because now the spiders would have been at where you've been, but kind of like they're actually trying to outmaneuver it.
So I say, great job, Hogan. No, great job, team. Move on. I'll cast another fire when they get close. Start running again.
Yeah.
So you start
I
running.
shout. I am running out of tricks.
Okay, Calavendra, it's your turn again.
How do I know how close I am to the exit?
You can make a survival as well. Survival check.
Survival. Okay, good. 17.
Okay. So actually, as you approach, like with your dark vision, you see some very, very, very faint of light, like the faintest of light, somewhere in the distance in front of you.
And shout, guys! The exit is very far away still. Hurry up!
You are also quite far away at this point.
Yeah. But they're even further, so they need to hurry up.
Okay, so.
And then I want to run further on.
Okay, so you run for another acrobatics check,
26.
and you're moving around. Okay, Diok, you again.
Don't shake your head at me.
What did you
Diok,
say?
it's your turn again.
It's my turn again. Yeah, well, I still try to be the last of the group and push everybody in front and wait until the spiders get close, so
you
I don't
wait
waste.
again until the others. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Helga.
Do I have the impression that the fire is gonna last for like a little bit longer?
A bit, yeah.
Okay, then I turn to Diok and say, "Just everyone, keep going, keep running. We're so close to the exit, and I'm just gonna, I'm gonna follow you, but like I'll be a bit behind so I can stop them when they try to get us. Don't worry, I will protect you."
Okay. So Helga's waiting as well. Effrey.
I run. I follow Calavendra.
Okay, I need an acrobatics check from you.
Okay.
Follow me.
7.
Okay. So while you're trying to run, you like getting caught by webs all the time. You kind of like try to move free, but you're getting slowed down. But you kind of like make your way through the webs. And yeah, well, Diok, it's your turn again. Like Helga's
I
waiting.
shot towards her. Get moving. I've got this.
Okay. Glad coming back in a second. Coming back right now. I think you should be live again. At least my Streamlabs says we're live again.
I think it just takes.
It just says live stream offline at the moment. But
Let's reload.
It took like a minute the last time to show up.
Yeah, I
again.
think so. Yeah. Well, anyway, let's keep playing. Okay, so Diok, you said that to Herga. I've sadly only received half of the message.
Oh yeah, so I noticed that every Calavandrel are making some space, so I try to make as much space as possible as well before I noticed that the spiders would catch up, so I'm ready to cast Igni, and I try to also push Herga in that general direction and say, let's move together and then we can turn against them.
Okay. And then it's Herga's turn.
Well, I can't just let the Witcher take all the credit for this. So while I do start moving backwards, I don't like run away anything, because that would be unHerga-like. I just like move backward in a way that I'm always as far away from the spiders as Diok, like just slightly behind them. And I say, Diok, I won't leave you alone here. These dangerous beasts. What if they try to eat you?
It's fine, witches are spider resistant.
Well, famous last words.
So, next round, I guess. Like, the spiders, like, try to go around, and, like, not all of them there right now, but, like, some of them try to go for the side, and, like, after the first ones, like, go through the fire on the side. Like, more try to come after them, and also the fire, like it's still there, but slowly, like, dims, and, like, even more spiders try to go around it again. And it's Calavandro's turn. You wanna make another acrobatic check?
Yes, let's do it. 13 this time.
Okay. So you're still dashing through, and, like, the light is like comes nearer and nearer. But while you're, like, moving to the light, you see suddenly, like, a shadow, like, from the ceiling, and it stands in front of you, and like it's kind of like it kind of hisses at you, and, like, moves at you.
Oh no. Can I attack it then? If it's in my way?
So you have the daggers, or?
Yeah, the daggers.
Okay, so you pull the daggers and you just, like, lunge yourself at it. Sure. Attack.
I rolled 15.
Okay, that hits.
Where is... Oh, there it is. It's D4. It's a D4, right? So it's 2 plus 3
Wait,
is 5.
You need to do 1d4 plus 3, and then you need to roll another attack roll.
Yeah. Another D4.
Yeah. No. So basically, you're trying to do 2 attacks with both of your daggers. So you need to, like, we played a bit differently in the beginning, but according to the rules, you actually need to make 2 attacks. So you need to do 2 d20s, and then see, like, if both hit, or only one hits, or no hits. And for each one that hits, you can roll the damage of the weapon.
Okay, the second one is 17.
Hits as well. So you can roll, like, the 2d4 plus 3.
Okay, the 1d4 I got is 5. And the other one is 6.
Okay, so you're doing 11 damage.
Yes.
Okay, while the spider approaches you, you are, like, pulling out your daggers, and you're, like, hitting it right in the front, and, like, some ooze, you can't really see the darkness. It's like splitting out. The good thing is, since you have dark vision, like, the faint light from the behind kind of, like, is right enough so for you to kind of, like, being able to act here, while others at this point would have, like, major disadvantage against the spider. So glad for you. And then it's Diok's turn.
So how close are the spiders now? I would say no. Wait, I'm just gonna say, Herge, can you take off much single spiders as you can, and just before you get overwhelmed, I'll shoot them with fire.
I will take them all on.
Cool. But let's keep moving. On the,
Yes. So like my idea this entire time, so we don't like have a standstill, is I was hoping that all of us were like slowly moving backwards and securing ground, while Efri and Calavandra were straight up running.
Mm-hmm.
And like the moment we have the idea that we can all just make it out, that's when I would want to run. So that's kind of how I would behave. You suggesting this, I would be like standing ready as we're moving backward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you both do that.
Mm-hmm.
Efri.
I turn my attention to the path ahead of us, trying to burn, like with Enya now, just like throw fireballs ahead of me to try and, like, not crazy number, because I'm pretty down on energy, but like try and get as many webs out of the way as I can to clear the path for Hergrindir.
At this point, I would actually like for you a Constitution saving throw if you're like really going full fireballing.
Yeah, sure. Saving throw.
Yeah. Let's make it Constitution throw. Never mind. Just Constitution.
Changes nothing. I rolled a 15.
Okay. So it's pretty okay. For now, you were able to keep going with some fireballs, but you know that like probably 2 more rounds and then you're done with the world.
As long as there's some space, like for us to move forward into.
Mm-hmm. So
like the
also,
movement.
You get a bit of light, so you kind of like know where the webs are. So like after the first one, you're kind of like already able to aim like some more fireballs, and like they're not too effective, but some of the webs just fall down, and sometimes you just burn a hole in something. But you're trying to go for like 1 per round. You're like,
yeah.
Okay, and then it's Diog's time. So like you're running, like the spiders, like it. While you like the spiders coming at you, and they're coming closer and closer, and even more now. Try to move around the fire and like go into the entrance.
Hmm. So I pack away my longsword because obviously the tunnel is kind of free now because Efri and Calavandra are moving forwards, and I take out my longbow and start shooting while moving slowly backwards, standing next to Herger, shooting the single spiders and hoping that Herger catches the other single spiders that...
I'm not sure if you like understand the situation correctly, because you can shoot single spiders.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, imagine you shoot into a wave, into the sea, you know? You hit probably some of the drops, but like the arrows will just be lost.
Okay, so you mean there's already too many to make it count?
A lot. Like it's more like a black mass that tries to like crawl around you instead of like some small spiders.
Okay, so once I feel like they're too close, so Herger would probably take out like a few. But I need to make some space, so I step right in front of Herger and cast Igni.
Mm-hmm. So
on the hole.
Yeah, you cast Igni, and like the spiders hit by Igni just like fall down immediately, and the one around like where you casted Igni like dispersing again and shrieking, trying to move to the other side of the wall, and you made a bit of room. But after like Igni was cast, there was just like a short pause, and then like the spiders like try to fill up the space again and like try to come at you again.
Mm-hmm.
Herger, you see the Igni next to you,
and I see that the ranks of the spiders are filled again. There seems to be no end of them. I told you, Diog, we should have lit up the nest. Now there's an endless swarm of them. Do you think the others have made way enough? I think it's time to leave this cave behind.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, then I start running.
Okay, so both of you make an athletics check.
Okay.
Good luck, guys.
Well, that is the story of Herger.
I rolled a 4.
Wait,
It's the
athletic
Diog.
is 6.
It's okay.
Oh no.
So you don't make too
Oh,
much
no.
progress, but you're like moving forward. But the good thing is every already shot down some of the nets, so you kind of like don't need to like push through a lot of them. Sometimes you just got a bit, but you just push through. But you're not the fastest as you can be, and like you don't really get space between you and the spiders. But you're kind of like running on the same pace as the spiders try to catch up with you. And then it is Effrey. So you're
Effrey-
just running.
Every sprints, yeah.
Okay.
She goes for it.
So the spider, like from which Calavendra attacked, like got hit pretty badly on the side, but she's hissing again and kind of like lunging at you. Let's see.
At me.
What's your AC?
14.
Okay. So the spider like lunges onto the side, and you feel like the pain as like 2 claws like kind of like bite into your shoulder, while the spider like is on you and like gets on you, and you get 8 points of damage.
Ah!
Oh, did I say like we're now playing with adult rules, so like more hit points but more damage?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Guys, I'm almost dead.
Yeah.
Well, you can finish off the spider, right? Next turn.
Oh, we hope.
Calavendra, it's your turn.
This thing must die.
It's
So
on
I
you.
Yes. So I need to kill it.
Okay. Then roll attack.
Daggers to the neck.
15 for the one.
That hits.
I don't
16
think you
for the
can-
other one.
Miss it.
Oh, you can.
Even if it's
Like-
on you,
like
just dagger
stab
it.
Yeah,
it.
you have a pretty big
And
spider
then,
on you,
like-
like, you know, it's.
Alright.
So
roll
it was
damage.
15 for the one, 16 for the other one.
Both.
4 for the... Yeah. And then 5, so 9
9 total.
damage.
Okay. So you hit the spider and it shrieks again, like falls down to the floor, but
kill it.
gets up again. It's bleeding heavily on the side, but it still hisses at you. And
Oh
Guys!
my god.
it's Diog's turn.
Right.
I turn on the light and I run towards Calavendra and try
She's
to
far
stick...
away. She's
She's far away.
Yeah.
But Effrey's even further, right?
No.
No, Effie
Am I?
is between you and Calavendra.
I'm
What?
between. Calavandra was acrobating through the nets like she's ages down the path.
Oh my god. Damn it.
Just run, just
Yeah,
leg it.
I mean,
Okay.
I use
Another-
all of my...
Athletics check then.
Oh, what the... 1, but not a natural 1, a 1.
Okay, that's good to know. So there's one
Wait,
net.
is it possible for you to roll a 0? No?
Yes.
Oh no.
So
This
there's-
is my worst stat, -1 on athletics. It's the single worst stat out of all of them.
Yeah, mine too.
So, since you're pretty like slim, you're not like this bear witcher. You're very slim, and like there's one net that Effrey didn't like burn down, and you just like stick right into it, and like you, and it's and you kind of like stuck in the net, and you're trying to move through it, but like the net is just like it's one single like net from down to the bottom, and you're kind of like trying to push through, but you're stuck. And here we go. You see like
Alright, sorry.
you see Dirk sprinting in front of you, but getting caught in a web and like just can't really break through.
Oh, no.
Okay. What is the ceiling of the? How far away is the ceiling of the tunnel?
I think it's around like 250 maximum. Like in
Oh,
total,
so it's not
meters.
really. I couldn't reach it or anything if I stretch.
With like a great axe you could.
Okay. If I assess it, does it look like it's it would be possible for the mighty Hurger to make part of the tunnel collapse so that the spiders couldn't follow us?
Not
Or like at
collapse.
least
No.
not with an axe?
I like your thinking though.
Okay, then I just try to help Diok.
How do you do it?
So is he like completely stuck in all the little?
There's like a net which is like more or less like it's like a, how to say it? It's not like a big round net, more like a strain coming from the ceiling to the bottom, and he just ran right into it and can't go through because it's like it's just it's very tight net.
Like a fool.
Like an entire tunnel, and there's the one string, and you ran into it.
Yeah, it's a bit, you know. It's like,
Okay, I'm trying to grab the string, and then like once I'm done pulling it off, I have the intention of pulling Diok behind me on with the string attached to him.
okay, make a strength check.
Awesome.
So yeah, I like to try to pull off the string from the ceiling.
Strength check.
Yes, please, this one goddamn time.
Come on, Helga.
Well, that's 15. Is that
Okay.
enough?
You rip it, and what do you want? Like you put him on the back, or?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so he's like, "Ugh!" You're sticking onto his back because the spider web is pretty sticky, actually. So now your Helga has you kind of like a backpack on his backpack, and Helga is like trying to move. You're not really fast, but like you at least can keep up with the spiders for now, and like spiders are behind you, and you're like,
That's amazing.
We're an adventurer kebab.
Ephraim.
I will say if you
Can,
do.
like, if we have any artists in the audience, please, we want this.
Ephraim.
Runs.
Okay. This is the last round where I probably could. Like, I give you one more fireball to throw. You want to cast it now?
No, I run.
Then I would need to make you an athletics check as well if you want to go through it, or acrobatics if you want to go around it.
Acrobatics is better. I'm gonna crawl. 11.
Again, like you getting like hit by webs left and right, but you don't not stuck, but you're making progress, but you're a bit slowed down, and like you see Helga approaching in the back while you like have the torch in. Then it's the spider like hissing at Calavendra,
This is it, guys.
and you see she has like the intent to kill in her eyes,
Miss.
and she rolls a natural 20.
Oh no!
So that means 4. It means like 20 points of damage as the spider
shit.
jumps at you, like right in front of you, bites you like into the neck, and
Oh,
like
no.
as the spider like you feel like there's like you feel like you lose control of your right hand as you drop the dagger, and it goes dark as like you fall on the ground with the spider on yourself.
Kevin! Damn you!
And like the spiders are like approaching, and it's Diok's turn now.
I will never.
Oh wait,
trust
sorry,
another kid
Calavendra.
again.
You actually need to make a death saving throw at this point.
So what do I do?
That's a good
That's-
question.
Is that a D20 11 or higher is a success? Is that
Yeah.
still how that works?
I have no idea. Wait, let me quickly check this. Combat, damage and healing. That sounds nice. 196, 96.
Death saving throws are brutal in this system, by the way.
Instant death. Well, no. Death saving throw. There you go. Roll a
Yeah, but
D20. Yeah.
You avoided instant death really closely, actually.
It's
What is instant death?
If you got less than your, if you have max, like your max health is 20, and if your health goes minus 20 or lower, I think you
then
insta
it's
die.
Yeah.
so Calavendra, you need to roll a D20.
Okay, so wait, I was on 5 HP, then I did 20 points. Is it like minus 15 or is it just 0?
It's 0. You are currently at 0.
Okay. So after all D20.
Yeah.
No modifiers, nothing.
15.
That's good. That's a success. You can note it as success. If you have 3 successes, then you're stable. If you
You
roll
want-
3, like if you roll 3 not successes, then you'll die
So I make 1 success.
every round. You have 1 success. That's good. That's very good. Keep
Okay.
it that way.
You're a third of the way there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Diok, it's your turn. Like, you are on the backpack of Herga while he's running.
What do you do? Go.
Looking at my equipment, I have absolutely nothing I think I could use right here. I
Can you
throw-
also use Deok's equipment, seeing as you're attached?
Hergus, you mean?
Sorry, Hergus.
Oh, there's a javelin!
Okay, let me really quickly explain to you what is in my possession here. I've got herbs, 2 hand axes, a hammer, crowbar, a chest for some reason, a bedroll, a holy symbol, holy water, a javelin, manacles, a musket, a mirror, rations,
A mirror.
a hamper rope,
You
a
can
stick,
try the mirror.
a tinderbox. I got my torch in my hands, and a water skin filled with beer.
Well,
Use the beer. Final break.
The beer.
Alcohol's flammable, right?
I find
Yeah,
all of these objects
yeah.
unusable and decide to just pull out my longsword, pray, and use. I don't think. I'm not quite sure if I can cast any spells anymore because I am level 3 now, so I think I can use.
3 until a long rest. You used one
And the
Igni
thing
for
is-
sure.
What?
One Igni you used for sure. I'm not sure what you used against the wolves.
That's the thing. I think I used at least one spell against them.
Then have you one more.
Okay.
Did you?
I think one, yes, you did.
Okay.
And it went catastrophically wrong. As far as
Oh,
I remember.
right. Yes. Yes.
Are there any like? I don't know if my art is powerful enough to do any kind of damage to the structure around us. I kind of doubt it.
Nah, not to the tunnel.
Not really, right?
You could try to push the spiders away. I don't know whether that's as effective as burning them alive, though.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna hold off until they're jumping on us.
So, that totally depends on Herga and his next athletic check.
Oh my god. Okay. The pressure. I'm running away.
Why are you?
You're learning.
I'm running because of the spiders.
Run faster!
Oh yeah, I actually.
Can I pedal like the air?
Is it athletics?
Yeah.
21.
Oh yeah!
So, you hit some webs, but you just break through them in a sprint, and you're like just gaining speed while you're really trying to get outside. You have like this feeling that someone you hold very dear just is on the brink of death, and it kind of like inspires you to go sooner, faster, and you're like, "Argh!" And while after you're running, you see like Herga is like now on your level, and he's like still speeding.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Am I running fast or what?
You're running fast.
No, fast.
Oh,
Running
no.
fast, kind of.
She's like, everyone's a lot of like in front of you, so you're kind of like catching up to her now.
Oh, so I see there's a spider on top of her?
Effrey, not
This is-
Calavandra.
Definitely not.
Oh,
Calavandra.
sorry. I see. Effrey now. Okay. Yeah, I see.
So you're next to Effrey, kind of like.
Effrey, run faster! They're coming after us.
I forget crawling and try to sprint out.
Athletics then.
This is a terrible idea. I rolled a 1.
Okay.
Again, not a natural 1, but a 1.
Another
So
one to carry.
it's like the same. It's kind of like the same thing with Dirk, but instead like it's not one strain of net, but more like on the side while you slip and you kind of like land into the net and you're trying to get out, but it's not working. And while you're passing Ifri, you see like how she suddenly like
Stops, yeah. It's like Frodo in Shelob's cave. Like, just stuck,
Oh my god.
limbs flailing.
Kevin!
I already see myself literally carrying the entire team.
Well, I'm like passed out, so
Oh my god.
The thing is, none of us can get to Calavandra in time, so we just have to hope. It's a 50-50. Twice.
Oh yeah, it was your turn already.
The
Yeah,
spiders. Yeah.
spiders come closer, but you actually made some distance between you now, so like you have a bit of room now. It's Diog's turn.
Can I try to wriggle free of this
Sure.
net?
Strength.
Wait,
check.
wasn't it my turn to roll?
True. You need to roll. I forgot that. Yeah.
Don't say anything. Just
A natural 20!
yes.
I think that's actually good.
Wait,
right? I think
that
natural
counts
20.
as two.
Doesn't that count as 2 successes or something?
And I think natural 20 is automatically full, right?
Or maybe that.
I think.
I
so.
can't remember. It's been so long since I saw 5th Ed.
Okay,
I think
rolling
it's
1 or
stabilized.
20. When you make a death saving throw and roll a 1 or it counts as 2 failures, you regain 1 hit point. Oh, there you go. Yeah, done. You saved. There you go.
Okay, so
You're stable.
Am I
You're
awake?
not dying at least currently.
You're
So-
unconscious.
But you're
I was
unconscious.
on 0 hit points, right?
1.
of
You had
1.
1 currently. You had 1 hit.
But I think she still can't do anything. She just
No,
has to
she's
wait for the
unconscious.
combat to resolve.
I'm unconscious.
Yeah, you're unconscious, but you have 1 hit point.
Okay.
So that's good. Diog,
That's the best, literally the best outcome.
what does your strength say?
My strength.
No,
18.
Diog's strength. 18. So like you with all the adrenaline, you like and like you jump off Herga, and then you can do what you want.
I see that Effie gets stuck, right?
Yeah.
So I try to cut her loose.
Sure. You can do that without any big problems. Effie has the torch, so it's pretty good lit. So you're.
Yeah.
But you take your action for that. Herga, you see that like Duke jump off. He's cutting Effie out of the net.
Okay. If I turn around really, really quickly, that's not going to take an action, right? Just assessing what's behind me, how close they are.
Yeah,
How close are they?
pretty close, like 2 meters. 1.
2 meters!
Us, right? Diog and Effie.
Oh, okay. I thought the spiders.
No, oh, the spiders are like 6-ish, 6-7-ish.
That's not that much better, honestly.
Maybe
Alright.
cut the way.
Cut the way free, you mean?
Yes, that would be great.
Okay, then I guess I go into another rage.
Okay.
Because I see, like, the danger of this all. I feel like one of my beloved friends is in really, like, severe danger. I see
Yeah.
Effie still struggling. I see the spiders catching up. I go into another rage. And with one hand I've got my torch, and the other I got my great axe, and I just, like, hammer away at all the spider
then-
webs in front of us.
They make another athletics checks and with advantage.
Let's not mention this first attempt.
Okay.
Right, that sounds better. 18.
Good.
Sorry, 19.
So you're making progress and you're trying to like get as much nets as possible to clear the way for Diog and Effrey. Okay, Effrey, it's your turn. Like Diog cut you free and you're now like on the ground and you're like, huh.
I can't fall unconscious. I'll just keep running.
Okay, you're standing up and you keep running. The good thing is,
Yeah.
Herga actually cleared the way, so you don't have the problem that you're getting stuck anywhere because he's really, so you can just run.
Yeah,
And
I follow him.
and the spider is like catching up. You lost a bit of like time when you freed Effrey, but they're still like Herga made good distance between them when he just ran. So they're still closing in on you, but I would say like 4 meters or something. But you're still ahead of them. And Diog, well, you cut Effrey free and Effrey starts running. You see the spiders behind you. What do you do?
I run.
Oh, run, perfect. So Herga, while you're running, you see in the distance, like you see like this small light, and you can make a perception check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Yes.
So first is 13 plus 2, so 15. Second is 13
Good.
in with bonuses.
It's good. While you run, you see like a shadow doing something on the floor in like a bit of a distance in front of you. Like you only see it because the light is right like behind this object, so you see there's something like in front of it.
Okay. I mean, I know that my friends are supposed to be here. Does it look like Calavandra to me at all?
No, it's way smaller than Calavandra.
Okay, so so I assume it's a spider.
Probably.
It's the spider.
It's the spider. It's no. You know, if it's that small, it's clearly Kevin. So I grabbed my axe. Is it my turn actually?
Yeah. By the way, like
Okay.
when the character was named Kevin, didn't you have any why didn't you roll insight check at that point already?
Which point?
At when you heard that his name is Kevin.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
should've.
have any family called Kevin.
No.
I don't actually know any Kevins.
You don't know any Kevins.
No. I'm never gonna trust one again now. But
Well,
Okay, so Herga, you're approaching
yeah.
the shadow.
yeah, I see. I don't just approach it. I charge to it.
You
Like I'm
charge.
still. Am I still enraged? Because I mean, it's destroying
Well, you
cobwebs.
were
It's
hitting
fine.
the-
I mean,
Yeah, you were hitting the
Yeah.
nets. I think it's okay. But you don't
Yeah.
arrive there this round. So
Okay.
Duke. Oh wait, Caffrey. You're just running, right?
yeah.
Okay. So next round we can actually Diok, you see that Herga is like charging like with his great axe, I guess, in front of you, and he yeah. What do? You can make a perception check as well. Normal one. Because of
Natural
intuition.
1.
Good. You don't see anything. You just run past Herga.
Past Turger, no. I stay behind him.
Yeah, you do.
I don't want to run into the nets, you
Yes, Herga.
I
You
say,
arrived this turn at
it's
the
Kevin!
spider.
he's right there, and I charge through the webs, and I'm trying to hit whatever
Attack.
the thing is. That's way smaller. Yeah. 15.
Okay, you actually hit it.
Yes. Oh boy. 14 damage.
Kill it.
Yes. What is it? What did I kill?
A spider, like
Okay.
a Kevin-sized spider.
Kevin-sized spider. So does it squeal or something? Can I tell it's not
While
Kevin?
you jumped at it, it looked at you and hissed. Sss.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at the mighty Herger slaying the beast.
So you just go down it and like.
Yeah, I smash it down, and I don't know. Is there like goo splattering across my face or
Yeah,
something? 'Cause,
probably.
yeah, I look really visceral.
The thing is, like, while you cut it in two, you see that below it there is a humanoid body which is already covered in white webs, and it was crawling around on that.
Oh wait, I bet I didn't hear that, right?
No.
Whew.
And
Is
Effie.
it? Okay.
Effie runs.
Effie runs. Awesome. So at this turn, at this point, Diok, you see like Kurga is just like hit something and much like, and you were next to Herga.
I wonder where Calavandra is.
You also like see the body on the. You actually see it way better. You actually see that this is definitely a humanoid being wrapped into spider webs. It's not completely wrapped, so you see some hair looking out of the side. I'm not sure like how Calavandra currently wears her hair, but you know,
Okay, so I shout, that has to be Calavandra down there.
probably.
Herga, can you grab her? And no, wait. You've got the great axe to clear the cobwebs, right? So okay, let me try and carry her, and you clear the way.
Can I like reply to things while it's not my turn?
You can apply in your turn.
Okay.
It's your turn.
I can do both. Calavandra, are you in there? And I like grab the thing with one hand, and I drop my torch. And I'm trying to grab her. I don't know, like by the webs.
Like Diok, you just pat it on your back and
Yeah. Like, ugh.
I have another backpack.
yes, your backpack now.
Do I have to roll
No,
the dice for that?
do you want to run?
Yeah, I'm still in rage mode, right? So I'm really.
Yeah, then you run.
Yeah, and I'm running it with the one hand. I still have the great axe and clearing the path, but I dropped my torch because there was no space.
Okay, Efri then runs, I guess, and
I grab the torch.
Good. Okay. So
I
I
grab the torch.
want to have one last athletics check from each of you to see how you're doing.
I rolled a 12.
21. Jeez.
5.
Well, it's fine
Yeah,
because
actually,
Herga clears the way. So even like, and it's not like you see the light, Herga. You clear the way. You rush out into the light, and you're standing like in the forest while the sun slowly rises as when in the morning mist. It's actually quite beautiful. While you're running out of this, basically out of the tunnel. Right behind you, Efri comes out. Diok has a bit of a problem because he's like getting stuck in nets all the time, and like the spiders really keep on his toes, and they're nearly at him as he like stumbles in the light as well. And the spiders they don't want to go out of the tunnel. They're just like, as they see the light, they're like go back into the tunnel and like stay there and maybe vanish at some point. And you stand in the light, in the morning light, and as I said, like a new day dawns.
Efri's not standing. Efri stumbles, rolls, and then just lies on the floor.
Yeah, a constitution check from everyone.
Even me?
No, you God.
13.
7.
20.
Okay, so everyone except Diok really feels a bit like muddy on the knees. You're still there, but like you feel exhausted like hell. You feel hungry like hell. You feel thirsty like hell. You feel sleepy as hell. And like the adrenaline slowly fades off. You're like really tired. But as I said, like you're kind of like in the forest. Behind you is the cliff, just from the other side. Like you're not exiting like from the same entrance that you came from. You're actually exited probably where you wanted to go. So what do you want to do?
Sleep forever.
Well, we gotta get away from the entrance, right?
Unfortunately, that's correct, because come nightfall, they'll have no problems leaving.
I mean, wait, maybe I just missed this as I dropped my dice. We are just made it out of the entrance. So what is stopping the spiders from eating us?
The daylight.
Don't go out. They're not exiting the cave.
Oh, we see that. Okay, then I'm just like, and then I take down the web person, and I'm like shaking it. And I'm like, Calavandra, stay with us.
I'm still out.
And then I try ripping apart the webs, starting at her face.
It's Clavandra, and she has a pretty bad wound on her
Oh no!
neck.
Damn spiders! And I turn around to the spiders, and I'm like,
Can I, like, in my haze, do I know whether she'll be okay medically?
Medicine.
Speaking?
It's like that's a typically medicine check.
Yeah. (14). My rolls are slowly getting better again.
It currently looks like she's stable, but she doesn't look good. Like she needs a doctor.
Yeah. We need to, like, I'm kind of like heaving on the floor, one hand at my chest going, we need to get her to a doctor.
maybe we can suck out the poison.
Oh my god.
Can I do like a nature check?
That's not completely
medicine.
insane.
Medicine.
Okay. A 9.
Well, maybe it helps.
I try it. I do everything for my friend Calavandra.
So you're like going to her neck like a vampire, and you're like, and like like the blood is it tastes very metallic, and like you're.
Don't ingest it, Herger.
Yeah. How long you want?
Yeah,
to
I'm trying not to swallow any of it, obviously.
How long you want to do it?
Until she wakes up. No, I don't know. Do I like? Does it affect me? Do I feel?
No.
Okay. So I do it like for a moment, and then like look at it awkwardly. I'm looking at the others if they think this is actually doing anything.
Every shakes her head, but it's not the usual. It's not the usual. Effie is disappointed in Herga shake of the head. It's a we need to like it's a proper sincere. I see where you're coming from, but she needs a doctor.
But like, did we ever check if she was still breathing?
She's breathing.
Okay, so we know that she's still alive, but very frail. Okay. I want to free her of all the cobwebs, though, because that's nasty.
Where the hell are we?
That's the
Is
biggest
there
question.
Any side of Kevin?
I'm
gonna get this little bastard and pull
Get
his
in
legs
line.
and off as if he was a spider himself, which he is, symbolically speaking.
When we walked with Kevin, did we go east?
Oh god,
So
that's
I will try
that-
to.
the
what's-
Mahakam mountain range.
Oh,
Jesus.
Well,
So
you're not
I'm
in the
gonna-
mountains. You still like the mountains are still like away.
So I'm gonna do nature check
Yeah.
and see if I can figure out which direction is east.
Yes.
12.
You know where the sun is rising, so it's very easy for you to detect. You basically the sun rises right in front of you when you exit the tunnel.
Right, it's dead ahead of us.
Dead ahead, like
That's. Oh shit, we're on the other side of a mountain then.
no, not a mountain. You guys look back. It's more like there are little
Like-
cliffs. It's not like a big mountain. It's more like a hillish scenario. I wouldn't call it
Okay.
a mountain.
Okay, so. Okay, hear me out. I think we should try to get back to Mayana and get to Rukka. Right, maybe he can help us. Get some medicine for Calavendril.
Oh, you can also make a perception check, by the way.
But shouldn't we be close
No,
to the
wait.
druids now?
Survival, sorry, survival.
At Herga's question, Effie just bursts into hysteric laughter.
Kevin said the druids would be-
I don't think Kevin was leading us to the druids, Herga.
I rolled a 9 on survival.
I rolled a. Oh wait, survival.
Yeah, everyone can do it.
10.
Oh wait. Oh, do I see any spiders that I could try to talk to and ask them?
You wanna go back into the
about-
tunnel?
Can I just ask like a little spider on the ground?
There's none. Yeah, but you can like do your meditation and then go back into the tunnel if you want to.
I mean, they're not. Oh wait. So, oh my god. So they're not leaving the cave, right?
No.
So I could go as close as possible out of their touching range and then just like
Yeah.
in meditation pose, sit in front of them.
Okay.
Now Effie is shaking her head. Herga.
But do a survival check first.
Okay. Wait. Uh, 15.
While you go near the tunnel, you see footsteps in the ground. Could be could be dwarven footprints
Leaving the tunnel.
leaving the tunnel.
Friends, it's Kevin's footprints. He ran away. The coward.
Oh, thank God, that
Where
makes
are they
things
leading?
easier.
Where are they leading us to?
Enter the forest.
Into the forest? Maybe if he had all of this planned, he must have been carrying an anti-venom himself. Surely, there's no question about that. We need to start the pursuit to save Calavendra.
I doubt that he's got something like that, but I feel like we should take a short rest before we start moving again, because I think Kevin feels pretty safe that we're dead. And
What if
We
he
can take
attacks
our
it
time.
to... Well, we
What direction? What way are the tracks going?
Into the forest east.
east, further east.
Yeah, into the forest. Like basically, there's forest east, north, and south of you, and like on the west there's like the cliff and the tunnel, and they're just going straight into the forest, like out of the tunnel in the forest.
So that means the tracks are going east. West of us are the cliffs, and behind the cliffs on the other side, that's where Mayenne is.
Yeah.
Okay. Oof.
I mean, you could go back through the tunnel.
No, let's take a short rest.
So you're resting.
At least I am.
Okay, so I mean, as you're resting, I'm at least preparing some of my famous Skellige healing paste. And by the way, I did gather as much useful herbs for that as possible when we were at the sorceress's tower. So I'm like, I have that.
Yeah,
stuff
you
with
can
me.
make a medicine check, and like anyone of you has food or water with you.
Oh, come on, man. 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many rations?
I think I've got 1 day rations.
Okay,
Yeah,
so that's
I've got a same.
Okay, so you two are covered. Yeah, Calvendra as well. Every day you need to really think of like getting some food, or you need to start hunting at some point. I need one more thing before we stop this. Like, how do you want to go to sleep? Like, who has like do you want to put up a watch, or like how do you want to do it?
Yes.
I sit next to Calavandra the entire night because I'm terribly afraid for her.
Okay.
I want to be
Neither.
there. If
So
something
Helga keeps
changes.
watch,
The day.
but he prepares himself and. Okay, good. This is then where we end today. You made it out of the tunnel. It was a tunnel
Barely.
episode, but you did it. Good job.
That was probably the closest to death we've ever gotten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
In fact,
I'm so glad, because when Kevin approaches you and was urging you to go right now, he knew, because you were looking like Helga was already like hit hard and stuff. He urged you to go right now because that means like it is an easier time. And I was so thinking like, will they take a rest? No, they don't take a rest. How nice.
Effrey is never allowed to make a decision again, ever.
Yep.
See, the one time where Helga is actually like, instead of being like, yes, let's do it right away, who was like, yeah, let's take another beer. Everyone was like, no, Helga, we have to go.
I never
Yeah.
said that.
Yeah, you see what you get when you don't listen to old Helga.
My instinct was also to wait.
I'm sorry. Except I'm not, because that episode was freaking amazing.
Yeah,
The
that
funny
was
thing
really
is,
tense.
I was thinking like you would be way faster through this all, but like I should just stop
Sorry,
planning.
you cut out.
Oh, sorry. I just said like I should stop planning stuff ahead. Like I thought like tunnel would be probably like 1 maximum 2 hours at all, and then we're out. But like it turned out we're taking some time here. I like it.
I mean, I'd love to know what would have happened if he had tried to set fire to that giant nest.
Yeah, me
But
too.
probably death for everyone.
Well, I can't tell you. But you made it out of the spider tunnel. I like it.
Next.
You now, I mean, like the thing is, you're now in Druid territory, or at least you're in Druid territory more or less. In a forest you don't belong, which you don't know, with a tunnel of spiders behind you. I mean, I like where this is going.
I am going to bring another character concept to next week.
Yeah. So
Just
I was
in
already
case.
considering in my head.
One question I have as a GM, to the group as well: why did you want to go to the Druids? Like, what was the intention behind it?
I want to go to the Druids because the letter told us not to.
Okay.
And I am following, this is why Effrey and Dale had the conversation at the beginning. Effrey's line of thinking was that if Dale wants to find out what's going on with his old school and this threat to the town from the Druids, the only way we're going to get through is actually to go to the Druids.
Okay.
That's...
And now I'm wondering what's laying siege to the town and why the druids would do that.
I want to know what's happening to my friend.
Yeah, it's true. What do you think of Kevin?
Great character.
Yeah.
Amazing name.
Oh, we're talking about Kevin.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna kill him. I know that already.
Not if I get to him first.
Yeah, join a line.
Cool.
And I'm a bit sad that I couldn't get like a trophy from the spider, because I would have loved to have like the head of the spider as a mask or something.
Well, you didn't entirely. You didn't really have your hands free, did you?
Yeah, and I mean I literally had to carry, so I didn't have the time.
So,
But I will look back to that with regret.
What was your favorite moment of this episode?
Being on Herger's back.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I mean, I was passed out.
Most of Kevin's dialogue was also pretty cool.
Yeah, I liked the moment when we realized Kevin was
Yeah, that
being a bit
part.
untrue.
I was so afraid that you do it way sooner. To be honest, like you had every 23 inside check at the beginning. I was like, ah, shit. You know, what do I give away now? You know, what don't I? Because this is like not how I planned this. But yeah, like my favorite moment was when you actually when he lit his his lamp and he was like, come close to me, come like you need to follow me very closely, and every one of you had like torches. That was my favorite. So next time check your inventories. There's important stuff in there, and the most important thing is actually when you can get back to town, you can actually visit smiths, you can visit the market, you can actually buy items. You now get crowns, you can like improve your gear. You know, like there is stuff to do here. Just saying.
Yeah, exactly.
For some reason, I have a bell in my inventory.
A what?
A bell.
A bell.
Okay,
Yeah,
there you go.
But yeah, there's a ton of stuff I wanted to do in the town still, but then we had to leave.
Well, awesome.
Oh wait, hold on. Our plan is now to go back to the town where we escaped when we weren't allowed to.
I'm not really sure that can be the plan, honestly. The only
No. We wanted to get back to Rutger, because he seems to be a very influential person, and he's in our depth. So I think if we combine that when we're back at the town, I think we've got great odds of getting something out of it for us.
I don't know whether we have to do that straight away, though.
That's true.
Because if we are in Druid territory, there are another group of people who can help Calavandra out.
Mm-hmm.
If we can get them on side. It's a shame that Marcel disappeared.
Well, what can we do?
No, we'll see. We'll see.
Awesome. Then let's get here. Thanks everyone for watching
Yeah.
and like for also chatting. It's a pleasure. I hope you're here next week. Actually, we need to see if we can play next week because Crozyr is visiting chess in Africa. So let's see if it's actually possible to play at all or if they actually have time. But let's see. So we keep you updated on that one. So follow our Twitters if you want to keep updated about that. And with that, I would say thanks for watching and let's have fun next week, hopefully. So, bye.
Thank you, everyone.
I can't hit the end screen button.